TV unless it's the news. I got something to prove. Yeah, I'm young, but got something to lose. In the street, I didn't pay out my dues. No instruction, ain't talking about lyrically. I be walking on BCs, you hearing me? I just pray that my kids be a big of me. They can't get rid of me.
Feeling more like I've been getting what I earned. The low wasn't never a concern. I see I got to give it. Don't count the blessings. I played the odds and I changed directions. I hoard on the dreams and they come true. I never let them see it from the same view. I heard all the stories that you can't prove. It's hard to count the wins if you can't lose. I done made a whole lot more. I wear a horse trying to tell it to hold that door. Boy, Mr. Lottery, never like picks, but they all still follow me. Now they ain't that a ain't that a switch. I pay ways, save the date. I take breaks in the summer, but the winter time hit. Hey, left, look at who I'm still with. Same old for the most part. Ain't changed for the most part. Really can't complain for the most part. I be giving game for the most part. Lights, camera with the action, yeah. Before you rip the plastic, man, watch you hustle backwards. Oh, all my losses made me savage, Lately I can't seem to miss. Never cooking in the same pot. I gotta see an M way before I got the car. Now they all wanna hold my. Falling back just to let it take shape. No squares in the circle, the words get hurtful. I heard that commercial, they gon' let it go. Hide from the side where we don't see it. Yeah, with the cost to survive. Turns to the road to the promise. Could've just moved, but I'd rather pay homage. Yeah, still do it cause I'm screaming, oh, behave, you been there, you took that break. I get sleep, but I stay up late. Same old for the most part. Ain't changed for the most part. Really can't complain for the most part. I be giving game for the most part. Lights, camera with the action, hey. Before you rip the plastic, man. Watch you hustle backward, yeah. All my losses made me savage. That's it, bro. What do we want to do now?
Tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan. On my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. On the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's the East versus West, where the Charlotte Hornets will be looking to make a statement. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
What I do know is that we're looking at a possible finals matchup. These are two of the most dangerous teams, no doubt.
Now here's Levine after LeBron James's miss. And it's Halliburton missing. And here we go, fast break. LeBron's got it. Pulls up for three. That one misses. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Charlotte Hornets.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. You know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Short. And Embiid pulls it down. There's Levine. Misses from close range. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Possessions. Right now, they need a basket. They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
The Hornets do their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Minnesota making a switch. Both good from the line that time. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness and his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys roll.
To the inside. Hey, that's good.
And that ends the struggle. You can feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, now that they have that monkey off their back, you know, hopefully they can settle down and execute.
That's to McDermott. To the wing on the left. Launches a three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. He's got the ball. Rebounded by McDermott. Hornets leading by 6. And Halliburton slams it in.
Levine just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Timeout call, first of the game for Minnesota.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Curry. Nobody near Gay. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Gates got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, and if you were the defense, you have to be right in the jersey of Gay. A knockdown threat to catch and shoot.
Shoots from 14. Off the left rim and out. Hornets leading by 6. He's to Halliburton. It's the three-point bomb. Halliburton's got 7 points in the game. Ray, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instinct. You know, it doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable. Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Levine can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he beats on it.
Hornets leading by 7. It's stolen by Curry. Left side, Shumpert. Rudy Gay on the wing. Shumpert with it. Lowry picks him up. Pocket 6. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter.
And given his style, it feels like Curry could play as long as he wants.
Why not? The thing you never lose is your jump shot. Plus, Steph, he can beat you with instinct, awareness, and rather than relying on his explosive athleticism, and if his team keeps their offensive solid play, that's just super concentration from Sean. He's solid at drawing the foul on the way down.
And he makes both free throws. Charlotte in the lead. Pass to Levine. Charlotte moving it around. A steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Zach Levine.
You already facing that way. You have to put your hand out and hand it to that nigga.
You know, these guys now,
You got to do all that spinning and extra and turning so he can get a steal. That's why.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Pass to Halliburton. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Here's Claxton. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. .52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Embiid with it. 6 points for him. 4 on the shot clock. Over Claxton. With 1 on the clock. Oh!
Nice. And you know Embiid loves showing off his athleticism. This guy doesn't lack confidence.
Back to Lopez. Good D by Embiid.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. It's just great work inside. Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
Curry fires from way outside. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
I'm glad the niggas getting confused.
Charlotte, their lead of 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing up bruised.
Damn, I keep thinking he's playing shooting guard.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity. With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams. They did it very well.
And Levine throws it down.
No, Levine is such an explosive player. He's able to fight through the contact and get it to the ball.
Fast break now for Charlotte. The bounds. Minnesota takes possession. It gives up the foul for Minnesota.
This game is fucking hilarious, bro.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Timberwolves trail by 13. Shooting foul as the whistle blows.
No, he's notorious. Wow.
You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Embiid wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Nice. Look how alert Shumpert is. He knows whenever one of his teammates is open to get him to rock.
Here's Halliburton. A 3 off the mark.
Yeah, they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Kept alive. Here's Washington and a missed layup.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
This dude here,
it's
bro.
stolen by Iman Shumpert. Quickly. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And even 3-on-3 break. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Embiid.
Too little.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And look at that, the massive size of the lead uses it well to cause problems for the team.
Good on both.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The shot's good from Jordan.
I mean, if you're Curry's teammate, this is what you have to do. Take advantage of the defender reacting to him. I mean, he'll find you if you're open.
LeBron drives in. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he faces.
Quickly. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And even 3-on-3 break. Good, and Curry gets the assist. He's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Snell. Now here's Hardaway. Charlotte again missing. Curry with it. He's picked up by Collins.
I mean, look, he's going end to end. There aren't many guys in this league who can stay matched up with Curry. He's too smart, too quick, too fast, too good.
Quickly. Finished off the break. Now just a 2-point Hornets lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pass to Collins. Here's Christie. Now Tice. And stolen by Jordan. By himself. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
Collins in the post. Here's Christie. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. We've got 1:55 left in the first half of basketball. Down low, Claxton.
I'll tell you what, he has gone stone cold here to start this quarter.
To the middle. And finished off by Collins.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Out to Hardaway. Back to Collins. Pass to Christie. Outside Hardaway. Here's Collins. Defended by none. Just 5 to shoot. Tice, no one around him. And the 3 off target.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Shot from the wing. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Pass to Christie. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Christie's got his first points of the night.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
1 second separating the shot clock in game. That's to Claxton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy ball.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so he makes both from the line. Outside Levine. And here's Halliburton. Embiid is at the elbow. 2 on the clock. And a hand on it. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
The Sands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Pass to Embiid. Over Jordan. Embiid, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. You're not going to miss one.
James with the bucket.
And we know he's confident from outside the arc. I mean, James has no fear pulling the trigger when he's feeling it.
And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. The deep three from Levine.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk? A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pass to McDermott. Now here's Embiid. Back to McDermott. He's passing here by Charlotte. Now under 5 on the shot clock. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. He had a nice open look right there. Levine's got 9.
They needed that. They were getting a little tense after starting the half 0 for 3.
Curry gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Now, this is what you get from Steph. I mean, he can put the ball on the floor and create his own shot from just about anywhere.
Kick out to Levine. And it's off from 3-point range.
Still, plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
To the paint. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Inside. Curry with it. Lowry picks him up. In the corner, it's James. They grab their own miss. Pass to Curry. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts.
It was. I mean, we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And what you admire about Curry is how easily the game comes to him. He's earned that. He works so hard, he can play with such a carefree attitude.
And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Halliburton. And it's good off the back rim and in. Halliburton's got 15 points.
His shooting is in his right spot. Otherwise, they struggle as a whole.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James.
Very difficult to deal with inside. And once Embiid gets the positioning he wants, you almost have to foul.
Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, okay, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now, as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You've got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Pass to Haliburton. And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Here's Nunn. Drops in the layup for two. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
For three, LaVine. No good there. So Minnesota will take it the other way.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Lowry drives in. Kick out to LaVine. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. LaVine's got 12 points in the game.
He's so tough to cover because of his athleticism and shooting. What is your answer, LaVine?
And the Timberwolves making a change here. And James throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. From deep, Gay. Hornets with the rebound. 1 second separate in the shot clock and game. And the basket is good. Christie's got his second bucket.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one. No, that's a tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Even when the D is playing off of the mid-range jumper, it shouldn't be a shot that was.
James, that's a 2-pointer. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand.
Oh, damn.
Hornets trail by 18.
Damn, I'm forgetting about that.
Now here's Hardaway.
Oh, you had to get your stump off first.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte.
Got it.
Back to Collins. Pass to Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the way.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Gay outside to the middle. Here's Claxton. Good work there as it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
Oh, and Gay is a man of many talents, a sharp passer who puts the team above all else.
Collins up top. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Claxton. Hits it from 3-point range.
He can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage out there.
Tice, no good. Timberwolves leading by 19. Quickly. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First free throw is good. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, you know, if I got 100, 200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Here's Hardaway. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And so James will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Their poise has been tremendous. Excellent at both ends, has them increasing this lead.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
In the corner, Snell with it. Here's Hardaway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul against Stephen Curry.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That free throw good from Hardaway. Greg, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now, when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. And, you know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in essence, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man. These guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defense.
You got to stay down with the shot maker. Once the lead has you in the air, the rest is easy.
Wow, they made every free throw here in the second half.
And Embiid drops them both. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. The wide open look here for Lopez. That one wide left. Outside for Lowry. He's looking for Embiid. He finds him. And the officials call for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
James outside. Shot clock at 6. Hornets with the rebound. Pass to Embiid. McDermott with it. Back to Embiid. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. To the paint. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
An elite passer in his position. James always seems to make the right decision.
Back to Embiid. Great D that time from Jordan. Minnesota with the ball. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far.
That's a good thought.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this was a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Pass to Jordan. Back to James.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great fit.
Now 8 seconds separate the two clocks. Embiid from outside. Nailed from three-point land.
Offensive game of the big fella. I mean, Embiid's game is so powerful. That's why you can't let him get hot.
Lopez outside. Pass to Payton. Shumpert in the corner. Timberwolves passing it around.
That dude's still on the game?
Open shot. Lopez.
That dude still play
Wide
basketball?
open, couldn't capitalize. Here's Levine.
Get some, LeBron.
With the slam.
Good at recognizing when the defense is on the
You got Shumpert on the team?
terrific at sharing the ball.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance.
I was stumping him at first at the start. I knew that run was coming for the bench. That bench ass as hell.
I'll find you a photo. gonna do. That's exactly what we gonna do.
Ah, yes. Cuban B. That's right.
Come man. Kenneth. Kenneth? Yeah, well,
Got a couple million roll through the mud, I can't lie, seen too much rib. That side there. I told my brother had some patience in your damn come. Now he's sitting in the and he ain't got no. You can walk inside my shoes like a sneaker punk. I overcome obstacles and they still come.
What?
The way out like my first day out, run my first day out. Now I got it going down.
Sorry, brother.
I got some in the south. These streets by my side, you don't want with I felt so stuck in my life, I had to. If I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, I don't apologize. But penthouse got a very few. I got Porsche with the broad guy. Got a hand cracked it with a palm pilot. All this money on my mind, talking about it, yeah, yeah. I got a brand new white, like Rolls Royce, and that mansion told me. I was off talking, I ain't have choice, I ain't even have no clothes. I put my wrist inside the freezer, watch the paddock roll. Think about the time when we was kids, we was hopping busy. I'm saying that's all the trips. I keep it for you and you, I know the opposite. Back in Genesis, I was OT. She got her streets by my side, you don't want with I felt so stuck in my life, I had to. If I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry, I don't apologize. A penthouse got a very few. I got Porsche with the broad guy. Got a hand cracked it with a palm pilot. All this money on my mind, talking about it, yeah, yeah.
Up next, the Rockets taking on the Cavaliers. For the Houston Rockets, they pride themselves on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity to prove their identity. Cavs, Rockets. We'll be right back after this. Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Okoro out there with Kevin Love. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Rockets, Kelly Olynyk is out there with Wood. Then there's Gordon, and it's Wall, and it's Tate in at the 3. Couple terrific centers in the night's matchup here. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Allen passes to Sexton. Back to Allen, and then Allen slams it in.
How about that, throwing it down? Allen oozes energy and teammates feed off of it.
And Wall kicks to Gordon. The pass to Wood. Sexton against Gordon. Jacks up a 3. Houston gets it back. Passes it to Tate. Takes the 3. Allen with the rebound. Cleveland with the ball.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Kicks it out to Love. 3 pointers off the mark.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Gordon. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, one step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Sexton's shot is good.
You know, Love is, as we've seen, a solid passer for a big man. Great at breaking down the defense and firing the pass to an open teammate.
Now here's Wall. That's the Tate.